Chris Provost from Provost Park Pass, and I am in front of one of 6 hotels in the world with an observatory. What? We did this thing on Provost Park Pass where you guys vote, you send me wherever you want to send me, and we put this down. I thought this was cool. It's called the Compas Rose Lodge, and it's one of 2 hotels in the country that have an observatory. This one, I mean, blew up. You guys are go to the observatory. So I am here in Huntsville, Utah to show you this amazing hotel. This is because of you guys. So Amanda couldn't make it, so it's just Miles and I, and we're gonna show you everything that you need to know about this amazing experience. This is going to blow your mind. It's moving. Here's a little history about this town called Huntsville, Utah. This town was bought from the Shoshone Indians for 2 ponies, is what they paid for. So in order to represent and remember that heritage of that history, this here, the Compas Rose, has put 2 teepees up there. And these are authentic teepees. By the way, I just learned this. I've always spelled teepees my entire life, T-E-E-P-E-E. And they're like, no, that's not correct. It's spelled T-I-P-I. That's the correct way to spell teepee. Now these teepees are awesome. They're furnished. You go inside and you can rent these teepees like for events, for fun, hang out with your friends, like whatever you want to do. And we, Miles and I, we're gonna have dinner in one of these teepees. Come on, let's go have dinner inside. And here we are inside this teepee. These teepees were manufactured by the same company that did the teepees for Kevin Costner's film, Dances with the Wolves, and also for The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise movie. They have heaters, they're warm inside, you can see little chairs to sit down in. It's super fun. And so we are gonna have our dinner. And just in case if you thought I was kidding, no, it's really, it's T-I-P-I. Teepee, I did not know that. I did not know that. T-I-P-I. We ordered like local barbecue, like right across the street. We brought it in. We're sitting down here at the teepee. Uh-oh, all your meat just fell in a sandwich. And so we're having, this is so fun to sit here in this teepee. It's gorgeous, guys. It is amazing. We just got done eating. We've got a little fire going. Miles and I are now gonna play some tic-tac-toe. Oh, I can win if you go there. Guaranteed win. No matter where he goes, I can win this. I think they call that cat when nobody wins. Guaranteed win. No matter where he goes, I can win this. Okay, so we just discovered super tic-tac-toe, and there's 3 different ways. Do you remember the 3 different ways to win? You can have all 4 corners covered. The other win condition for super tic-tac-toe is 4 in a row. And then the last one is you can make a square, 4 in a square. Never played super tic-tac-toe in my life. Here we go. I see what you're doing. I have to block that. Oh, he saw it. What do you mean you're gonna win? Oh no! Super tic-tac-toe! I don't know if you guys know this. I had a dream, a recurring dream, that every night I dreamt I was a wigwam, and the next night I dreamt I was a teepee, wigwam, teepee, every single night for about a year. I finally went to a therapist, and the therapist was like, oh, you're too tense. Okay, so this is our room. Let's check this out. I'm excited to see it. Oh my gosh! Can you handle this room? Look at this bed underneath. Oh my heck. Look at those bunk beds. I bet you I know who wants to be in a bunk bed. Me! Yeah, I bet you do. We got the huge tall ceiling, big TV up there. Let's look in the bathroom. Perfect. Sliding, I love this. Okay, and look at these beds. And well, they got a little compass, guys. It's a Compas Rose Lodge. A little compass for you on your bed. Are you dying to climb up there, Miles?
Yeah, I can go do it. This bunk bed is different.
It's different.
Yeah, because guess what?
Look how tall you are. You're way up there. Right up there is a light switch. Perfect for you. We'll say, good night, Miles. This room is so fun. I've never stayed in a room like this. The ceilings are huge, way up there. I mean, you're like way up there. Miles says he's a little nervous because you're up there pretty high. So let me show you how to do this. You're gonna wanna turn around, okay? So turn around, yep. And you're gonna touch, put a hand, yeah, exactly. Put your hand right there. Put your other hand right there, okay? And then you're gonna put your foot down. Yep, you got this. There you go, foot down. A little bit further. You're doing great. And now you can put your hands on this next step and use it. It's like almost like you're climbing a ladder. Well done, Miles. Yes.
Okay, I want to see my compass now.
Oh, right, let's check out the compass.
How does the compass work?
Well, the compass points north. Do you see this little suit? It's a little teeny tiny suitcase. By the way, Miles is filming right now. Little tiny suitcase, and you open it up, and look what it is. Chocolate. 2 of them, 2 chocolates. Oh my gosh, it's a toffee truffle. It gets a little bit of this water with another compass, which Miles is super excited about. We got some cookies here, some suckers. These are Utah honeysuckers. We got Explore Utah coloring book. We've got, what is this? Whiskey barrel aged coffee. Whiskey barrel aged coffee. And some Utah saltwater toffee. Okay, so we showed you a room that's like the bunk bed, like for a larger family. This is a little bit smaller room. Let's go right over here. Let's take a look. Oh, look how bright it is, all the windows. This is perfect. There you go, this little bed here. It's perfect. I love these barn doors. This is how you close for the bathroom. Right over here. Perfect. I love this. And this is like the perfect little place. If this is like a weekend getaway, you just want to get away for the weekend, you come over here, and this is what you do. The Compass Rose really panders to 2 types of people. I mean, this audience is first is the skiers. The Compass Rose is located at 5,000 feet above ski level. There are 3 world-class ski resorts within 10 minutes of here. So a lot of skiers come here all the time because during the wintertime it's crazy. And it really caters to stargazers and star lovers because of the observatory. Hence why I'm wearing my planet tie. Woo! Because they have this whole observatory. And we're gonna get to that a little bit later on in the video. Do you guys know how you have a party out in space? You plan it. There's Miles, and this is the interior of the Compass Rose. And right here, we have River.
What's going on, guys?
All right, so River, he's gonna give us a whole tour of this amazing hotel. Let's go on a tour, River.
Let's do it.
This is River.
Hey, guys.
This is River. His name is literally River, right?
Yes, that's
Good.
it.
Now, here's the thing. River's family, they own the Compass Rose Hotel, and River's gonna give us a tour of the inside, because this is amazing. There's a lot of cool history here. So how long has this been open?
We're coming up on 3 years in January.
3 years in January, and it's called the Compass Rose.
Compass Rose.
What is a Compass Rose?
So if we think of a treasure map or a pirate map, those
Yes.
ornate compasses in the corner are called compass roses.
That's called the Compass Rose,
Yep,
that big,
that's-
huge compass?
yep.
I did not know that.
That's it.
And so why do you want to be called the Compass Rose?
Well, we figure we're gonna guide our guests to an experience, right? So just like a compass guides on a map, we're gonna guide you to a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So right here, we got the first ever ski lift chair in the world.
That's the
okay?
first ever ski lift chair in the
First
world.
ever in the world, okay? And so what's cool, so my great uncle Dean Perkins, famous skier, he's inducted into the Skiers Hall of Fame in 2014, helped cut down the runs for Sun Valley. So him and his friend Don Johnson are cutting down the runs, everything. Sun Valley actually awarded my family with the first ever ski lift chair. It's right here. You zoom right in close to the photo, you can actually see one of the chairs right there.
Can you sit in it?
You can sit there. You want to sit in that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm about to sit in a first ever ski lift chair. Woohoo! So they were single back then, right? There's one person.
Yeah. Well, and can you imagine going up on the lift on that and
No.
fall off or
No.
whatever else happens?
It's like it's
Strap
like,
in, Chris.
It's like a bar stool. You're like hanging on super tight. Like, okay, guys, we're going.
You see all these lights up here. These are all 1950s bomb room bunker lights from the Hill Air Force Base. All
So
original.
Hill Air Force Base is located like about what, 20 minutes from
Yeah,
here.
it's about 20-30 minutes.
It's a real Air Force base.
Yep, real Air Force Base.
And this was the bunkers.
Yep, these lights that you see above us are all Hill Air Force Base bomb room bunker lights from the 1950s.
This is crazy. These are real, like the right in the height of the Cold War, the bomb room bunker lights. And you guys have them lighting up your lobby. There's so much history here in this hotel. It's amazing. Everything that you see, all the decorations on the walls, everything, it has a story and a purpose for it.
So continuing with the history and heritage and what we have in the building, these are actually World War II U.S. Army 10th Mountain Division snowshoes. Brand new out of the box, so they're pretty cool.
The World War II 10th Mountain Army Division?
Army Division.
Are you serious?
That's it. They're real.
And here's a picture of the 10th Mountain Division training for World War II. Check them out, guys. They got guns, skis, and poles. This over here, this is where the observatory is. If you walk over here, it's a circular room. It's a silo where they have the giant telescope at the top of this silo. And you'll notice there's this giant cement pillar. We'll talk about that in just a second because that's super important to the telescope. But this wasn't always an observatory. This room is a circular room. And when you guys first got here, it was a circular staircase.
Yeah, just to take you up kind of to the second level, maybe peer out, see some good views.
But then you guys learned that the fire marshal's like, we can't do circular staircases. It has to be a square staircase. But you're like, well, the room is round. How can we do that? So you guys are thinking of ideas of what you can do with it.
Yeah, and it finally came, hey, what do we do when we camp? We're looking at the stars, right? So can we do that commercially?
And that's how you came up with the idea of the observatory.
Yeah, and that's it.
This is the base of the observatory where the telescope is. And the telescope is way at the top, and it is really a super powerful telescope. It's a 16-inch diameter. And you're thinking, what does that mean? Most professional observatories, theirs are only 10-inch diameter. This one can peer way out into deep space. Now, what is this for? Here's the problem with the telescope that's powerful. If it wobbles at all, I mean, it's like you're looking so far away. I mean, the wobble will be huge. You know, like if the little tiny wobble at the base, the telescope is like this. They have to put this special pillar here to hold the telescope completely steady with no wobble. So this pillar goes up 3 stories, then it goes down. 10 tons of concrete are holding it completely still. And then this is actually hollow, and there's a pipe that goes down the middle that holds the telescope, so if there's any vibrations, it doesn't move at all. Oh, we're gonna show you the telescope in just a second, but before we get to that, we have to show you River's very favorite part of the hotel. Right here after you exit lobby, this is River's favorite part. Here we go.
Coffee. Who doesn't love coffee? Yeah, it's the best.
It's the best. When you come into this place, if you want to see River, this is probably where he's going to be. He trained 18 months to become a barista. Woo-woo. He can do all kinds of different art on it and all kinds of cool things. And the name of this coffee shop is called
First Lift Coffee. So the idea was that everyone wants that first lift to get the fresh pow in the morning, right? So First Lift Coffee. Not only is it the first lift of the day, coffee, but you can get your first lift.
Oh, I love it. Do you notice how he called it pow? That's what like the cool kids call powder. Pow.
That's it. Pow.
Get some sweet pow. Now, just to get an idea how legit River and his family are with skiing, here's a photo of River.
So that's me.
And that's not tilted, guys. That is literally how steep it is.
So yeah, it's crazy. This is Chamonix, France. That's
Chamonix,
me,
France.
That's my brother. I'm a 4th generation skier.
Okay.
So it's been in my family a long time, but we just love skiing, and you know.
You had to use crampons to get all the way and climb all the way up.
So.
And then that literally is like that cliff, that drop-off point right there.
Yeah, so like we literally start skiing right off the frame. It's right there.
They drop off and ski down that. I mean, you're legit. Oh my gosh! And that is also River's brother, who did skeleton.
So my brother was top 10 in the nation, and this is his this is his sled. So the same sled that's in the photo is right here. It's
top 10 in the nation, guys, for skeleton. Skeleton is going like a luge, but you're going down face first. It is seriously insanely crazy. You guys, there's so much ski memorabilia here. It's insane. So we're going to show you some really cool facts that you can see if you ever are fortunate enough to come visit the Compass Rose Hotel.
So here at First Lift Coffee, we actually are able to sit in some ski lift chairs. And these aren't replicas, they're real. These came from Jackson Hole, so you can enjoy your coffee while sitting in a chair. This is some history just from my family and skiing in general. So you'll see my great uncle Dean Perkins, again, inducted in Skiers Hall of Fame. There's my dad with his little fan Jack hair up top. My grandmother, a bunch of awards and different ski memorabilia. And so these skis are really cool. So these are Rossignol skis from 1941. This is the first multi-laminate ski ever produced. What's cool about these is they're matching serial number set. Rossignol as a company doesn't even have a matching serial number.
Nice!
So pretty cool.
What?
So these bad boys are jumping skis. So they're real long to get that, fly right in the air. And so what's cool about these is they're all signed by the 2002 U.S. Women's and Winter Olympic team.
This place is so cool. It's literally like this coffee shop / replica ski history museum. There's River. This is your sanction.
Yeah, this is
sanctuary.
my baby. know, and so just like the observatory goes with my brother, I love coffee and I love skiing and be able to marry the two. And look, coffee brings people together. So it's just a magical spot. What do you say, Miles? Want to make some hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna see your skills. Can you do art on the hot chocolate? All right, let's show us what you got.
Hey, Miles, you want to see something cool? Let's do it. Yeah. I'm making some hot chocolate. Start with our base.
Add a little milk.
A little milk.
So we're steaming the milk. Look how you hold it. He like holds it all professional and cool. Like that. It's like almost like a baby.
It is like a baby. Gotta baby the milk.
Gotta baby it. You want the consistency like wet paint.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There you got a leaf.
That looks so good.
All right, Miles, here's your hot chocolate. Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna try this. This is like the River Special hot chocolate. It's like drinking hot pudding. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And the cream on top. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Oh, and just so you guys know, River is single. Oh my gosh.
What's that?
What's that? That is s'mores. We light your fire.
Let's do some s'mores.
Let's do some s'mores with our hot chocolate. Yeah. We're now gonna go outside and make some s'mores, and then we're gonna have an astronomer come and give the tour of the observatory. There's River, there's Miles, and this here is the s'more bar. Check it out. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is where you make s'mores. The key is a light golden brown. You're gonna hold it over and slowly rotate it. See how I'm going in a circle? Oh, your marshmallow's on fire. All right, now you got mine. Do not get my marshmallow on fire. Oh no! I got mine on fire. Miles, what have you done? Oh, Miles. Your marshmallow's all black. Your grandma, Mimi, she is an expert marshmallow roaster. She'd be disgusted right now. I call this. What are you doing? Oh, we're pulling all the. Pull the stick out. Now, this is what most people don't know: is to make a really good s'more, you take the top part of the cookie off. You don't want too much graham. You want the perfect graham to marshmallow to chocolate ratio. Tastes like charcoal. I don't know if you see how black that is in the dark. It's as black as my mother-in-law's heart. Chocolate on a s'more tastes better than any other type of chocolate. It just tastes so good.
Dad,
Wait,
I can focus.
You can focus. Got it. Oh my gosh. Houston, we have a problem. And that is how you make s'mores, guys. So we just got done making s'mores, and River was watching, and he's like, that was terrible. He's like, I can do better. I can see if he really can. I gotta take my jacket off because he's getting all ready to do this, guys. I said whoever's marshmallow catches on fire doesn't get any presents from Santa Claus. Dun, dun, dun.
Miles, you're really good at this. How is it that you lit them all on fire, yet you're doing way better than me right now?
Yeah, he's worried about losing presents.
That's it.
Miles looks better for some reason.
It does
on
look
fire.
better.
I don't know.
It's much more appetizing.
Yeah. Look at the teepees. They're all lit up. They look great. And then look here, the fire pit. If you look carefully, you can see a crescent moon in the fire. You see it? This is the part we've been waiting for. We're finally going to go up to the observatory, and this is our astronomer, Scott. Now, this is available to anybody who's a hotel guest. If you stay here at the hotel, you can request to go up into the observatory, and they'll take a tour and have an astronomer tell you all about the nighttime skies. This is Scott. He's going to teach us everything that we need to know. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are we wearing coats, even though we're inside? Well, the dome, it opens up, right? And the temperature inside the observatory has to be the exact same temperature as the outside. Because if it wasn't, if there's too drastic of a temperature change, the lens could crack on the telescope. So it's cold outside, so we're dressed warm because it's gonna be cold inside.
Our Huntsville Astronomical Lunar Observatory, HALO. Only time we'll ever have one over your head.
I have a quick question to ask you, for reals. I heard that there's a restaurant on the moon. Is that true? I heard that the food's great, but there's no atmosphere. Ah!
This is the computer that runs our big telescope upstairs.
So you took this picture? Now, we talked about that giant concrete pillar that keeps the wiggle, the vibration out of the telescope. You can see, here it is. We're now up to the second story. It's up one more story as what the telescope is. And this is what prevents all the vibrations. And you can see that the cement, it ends right there. And then that's where the pillar goes right down the middle and it prevents all those vibrations. That way the telescope doesn't ever vibrate. Am I right?
That's exactly right. Yep.
So,
This is a real live meteorite.
it's heavy.
It's made out of 98% iron. And
It's magnetic, yeah.
A magnet will stick to it. It's about 4.5 billion years old. And if you hold it in your left hand, it becomes a meteor left.
Meteor right, meteor left. Yeah. You know, why did the chef make his hamburgers in outer space? Because they were a little meteor.
The difference
That's the best I could come up with.
meteorites are only called meteorites after they hit the Earth. While they're in space, they're called meteors. So meteors are like krypton and kryptonite.
You're kidding me. I did not know that. So the Earth is 4 billion. That's 4.5 billion. So that's older than the Earth.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, it's older than my mother-in-law. Just kidding, sweetie. Just kidding. Now, if you guys remember, we showed the outside of the dome. This dome, if I remember correctly, is done by, they're called Ash Dome, and they're located in Illinois. They make pretty much all the domes for all the observatories around the world. And they built this one specifically for this one here. They took it all apart, they shipped it here, and then they had to reassemble it, and it took a couple of weeks to reassemble it. The other thing is, this is the most stressful story I've ever heard in my entire life, ever. When they got the telescope up and going, it has to be calibrated to the North Star when it's at the truest point of north. And it happens to be here, where they're located here in Utah, it's around the middle of December. And there's only 3 minutes that they can do that. If they miss that window and don't calibrate it, they have to wait an entire year. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, if you guys remember River, he was the one that calibrated it. At 2 o'clock in the morning, it was snowing super hard, the dome was open, and they had 3 minutes to get that just right, and they got it in just the nick of time and got the telescope calibrated to the North Star. I don't think I could handle that stress. I'd be like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, if we missed this, we're gonna have to wait a whole year. But they didn't miss it. Can you hear me? Like in the back of your head? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's like, oh. The acoustics.
So this is what we're talking about now. So
Okay.
we got a 16-inch mirror, we got a camera, we got a tracking camera.
This telescope is so powerful, you can look into deep space, like out of our galaxy.
Yes, we were looking at another galaxy downstairs. That picture is another galaxy.
That picture though, my mind cannot handle what we're talking about here. This is such a powerful telescope. Now, if you remember real quickly while I was warming up here, we talked about the vibrations. If you look here real carefully, you see this. This is that beam that goes all the way down in the center of that concrete pole, which goes down into the ground, which is then encased by 10 tons of concrete to prevent all vibrations. Because the little teeny vibration here would make that massive sway when you're moving outside, so you can't have any vibrations. We just took off the cover.
Now you can take a look right inside the telescope.
That's you, huh?
It's the miracle of the universe. We're all here.
Right there. It's a miracle of the universe. If you look, into the very back, you can see this. This is a mirror. You can see Miles being reflected in it. But Miles in the back, this is a giant mirror. This is what they use to reflect, so you can see all the way out into space. That big mirror, it reflects from that part. There's another mirror right in here. So it brings it together closer. Then in that mirror, it reflects and shoots it back into an even smaller hole where the camera is. And by doing that, by compacting that light into such small places, it shoots it really far so you can see really far away. That's kind of my layman's term of explaining it. I mean, I had high school astronomy. I'm not even kidding, guys. My heart is sped up a little bit. I'm excited. This dome can rotate 360 degrees. So this opens up for the telescope to peer out, to peep out, I guess. But then if you wanted to look at a star or a planet over there, the dome will rotate over so you look, and then you can look in any direction. Look, it's all the way almost up. Be honest with me, Scott. Be honest with me. Do you ever feel like you're in the Death Star and they're moving it and you're lining up a shot? You're gonna take an Alderaan? Now, this here is, we've changed the lighting in here to red lighting. So you've got red, green, blue, and this allows your eyes to adjust to the dark, but still see. The red wavelength allows your eyes to still see kind of in the dark. So that way when you look through a telescope like this in the dark, you can still see things and you're not blind.
All right, we got the telescope pointed at Jupiter.
And this is a different, we're looking through this smaller telescope. There's two telescopes here. This is a smaller telescope. This is the one that takes pictures in deep space. And this one here is we're looking at things within our our solar system. Oh my gosh. I'm looking through here, I can see Jupiter. Now, it's when you look through this, it's not like huge. It's not like doesn't take up. It's like a pinprick of light, basically, that you can see, and you can see. It looks like the moon. It's bright. It's very bright. You see a little spot of light. I'm gonna close up this one eye. Can you see it?
Oh, I see it.
Did you see it? A little spot of light. That is Jupiter.
So Scott, how far away is Jupiter?
We're 93 million miles away. You add another 100 million to that, so 193 million miles
So
away.
yeah, we're 93 million miles away from the sun.
Right.
And so that takes, if you were traveling the speed of light, it takes us just a little over 8 minutes to get here. So if you were to travel to Jupiter by the speed of light, you're looking around, what, 19 and a half minutes. Oh, look, look. Do you see that laser?
And Saturn is about right there.
Now, if we aim that light, this laser, at Jupiter, in 19 minutes it'll get there.
Sorry.
The force is complete. Only I am the master. Circle is complete. I love Star Wars stuff.
Right,
What's the farthest you've looked away?
The 80s, over here, the Seven Sisters, is 440 light years away.
We're moving the dome, because now we want to look that direction. What's the most impressive thing you've ever seen?
Saturn, by far. It's just like its own little solar system out there. It has moons that circle it all the time. It has the rings that stay there. It's beautiful. It's an amazing planet.
This is the worst part about glasses, guys. The worst part. The Seven Sisters.
Yep.
I see 7 of them. Again, this is one of 6 hotels in the world that has its own observatory. Only 2 of them are in the United States. I am really glad that you guys voted to send me here to do this video. I appreciate you guys doing that. Don't worry, and then we're gonna put more places for me all around the world for me to go, and whichever one wins, I will go there next. So always look at our community tab for polling. Now we're gonna look at something else.
We're going to look at a star called Miser. It's the middle star in the handle of the Big Dipper. So the Big Dipper goes like this, and you got the pan here.
Yeah.
It's the middle star in the Big Dipper. The middle star in the handle.
Miser.
Miser. It's a binary star.
Binary stars, when you have 2 stars that are very close and they share the same gravity and they circle around each other. To give you an idea, the Hubble telescope is kind of about the size of a bus. This telescope here is kind of like a mini Hubble, like a fourth of a Hubble. We call that maybe a hub? A hub? But that's how powerful this is. This is like beyond what I can comprehend. We're gonna use the mini Hubble now to look at stars. But you can't see it, there's not like an eye hole. You have to go down and look at it on the computer screen.
This is the local galaxy just out the end of the Big Dipper. And it's a lot like our galaxy, Milky Way. But 300 billion stars, 2 trillion galaxies out there. There's a lot. This is 2 nebula looking into the Milky Way. The Heart Nebula, shaped like a heart, and the turtle.
You see it? It's like a heart.
Yeah.
You see it? And you see it's like a turtle. See the shell? The little leg? And that's the head. You know, so helium and hydrogen. There's also a lot of noble gases. And I would tell a joke about noble gases, but I probably wouldn't get a reaction.
Now this one wasn't taken with a telescope. It was taken with a time-lapse camera looking directly at the North Star. So the whole universe rotates
Around that point.
Like a tornado.
It looks like a tornado.
This is the moon during a lunar eclipse. So this part doesn't get into the shadow, but this part's all in the shadow of the Earth.
When you come here, there are 3 astronomers. Scott is one of 3, but he's the one that's primarily here. So hopefully you get Scott. The other guys are great too, but Scott's gonna probably use one of my jokes. That's true. All of them. And just in case you guys are wondering how comfortable the beds are, look at that. Good morning, it's the next morning. Miles and I just got up and I want to show you something really cool that they do here at the Compas Rose. Outside your room, they have these little railroad ties that they've been bent over and they have they're like hooks. And every morning when you stay here, they leave you a little breakfast bag. This isn't like a huge breakfast bag, it's like a power breakfast. And they just leave it out here so in the morning you get up, grab it, and you're good to go. Look at all the stuff. You got some orange juice and some yogurt and some like those biscuit bars. Way to go! I have to just say, I want to say first thank you to you guys. I never would have come here to Compas Rose Lodge if you hadn't voted for me to come here. And thank you for your suggestion. This is so awesome. I'm so glad to be up here. This is River, and thank you for being so kind and having us up here.
Chris, love having you.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Now, here's the thing, guys. This place is just so immensely popular. It's almost always booked up. If you want to come here, you need to book way in advance. So, I mean, for skiers, come book in advance. Yep. Come in the summertime, book in advance. And it is a lot of fun. And let us know if you're coming up here. Literally, we'll come hang out with you up here. It'll be so fun. So we'll put the link down below where you can book this place. It is like the best weekend getaway ever. And make sure you get some of River's coffee.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much for sending me to Compas Rose, and thank you Compas Rose for letting us go up there and explore that amazing hotel. Now here's what we're gonna do in this video. You guys are gonna choose where to send me next. Here's how we're gonna do this. I will go pretty much anywhere as long as I get there. Put it down in the comments below on this video where I should go next. Sometime in January, I will go there. Put it down, like anywhere. Like if you think I should go to Lotte World, the largest amusement park in the world, which is in South Korea, or you think I should go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, or some other cool hotel or place. If I can get there, we'll go there. Put your comment down below. The 5 comments that get the most likes or recommendations, then in January or the end of December, I'm going to put up a poll on our community page and people will vote for it. And whichever one wins, that's where I'll go in January. You choose. Send me wherever you think I should go. What do you want to learn? And wherever I'll go, I'll do a deep dive research of that particular topic and give you a cool video about it. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Oh, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. That way you can follow along with these amazing adventures. Oh, and like it. Like the video too. Okay. I hope I get to go someplace cool.